Hey, Sonia.
Hey, good to see you.
Thanks for inviting me into your yard. And I know you're going to show us some lovely stuff.
And blooming stuff.
And the reason why I'm here today is because I know you have great shades. So you're going to show us a lot of good shade lovers. And also, while they're exotic plants, they're not, for the most part, they're not invasive. So there are many Florida-friendly plants you have growing in this location.
And I don't have irrigation back here.
And you have no irrigation, so that's great.
It is.
So let's take a look. And by the way, before we go on, I'm Stephen Brown with the Lee County Extension Service in Southwest Florida. Let's do it.
Okay.
We look right up at the oak tree. It's providing great light. And in case somebody's viewing this video, let's say in Alaska or Minnesota,
Yes.
I want to show them something they don't have. Look at this right here. I know what it is, but I want you to tell me what it is.
This is a staghorn fern, and they come in
A staghorn fern?
staghorn fern.
I think I know why. Can I have
Sure,
your permission?
absolutely.
All right. Staghorn. Is this how we do it? That's why they call it a staghorn fern. But you notice it's hanging, it's essentially not even in a basket anymore. Look at this right here. See, it's what we call an epiphyte.
Yes,
In other
yes.
words, you don't water it, you don't feed it,
Right.
and it can't even hang on a strong, firm branch.
And this orchid blooms about Memorial Day. It's just a profusion of white and purple flowers.
So this is, I look at the orchid, you see how it's attached to the tree? Look at these roots right here. So natural attachment, you don't have to do nothing but get it started on the tree. And then we have all kind of orchids down here in Florida, and particular time of the year, even in the winter, some of them bloom. What do you have?
Phalaenopsis blooming in
Well,
winter.
yeah, but this is not on a tree. You know, I like
Oh,
my
no,
stuff
no,
on a
no.
tree.
Me too.
And this also can grow on a tree. Stick it on a tree, it will grow.
Love begonias. I love these tropical begonias, or cane begonias, so they grow really high.
So these are the canes right
They're
here.
the canes.
Okay, cane begonias.
They will bloom throughout the year. There's one right beside you, if you can turn. This one has no, yeah, see the pretty little
Just a
salmon?
little bloom right here.
There's also an angel wing begonia over here,
So this is the second type of begonia. What is it called?
called an angel wing begonia.
Can I heard it?
Uh-huh.
Angel wing. See that right there?
And it blooms most of the year. And these plants I find will last maybe 8-10 years.
And here are the blooms right here. What is this plant?
This plant is a philodendron.
It's a philodendron. Now you had called it something else before, a homestead
I
fern.
got it in Homestead, and it was so small at the time, it looked like a little fern. But now I know it's a philodendron. It's been in this same pot for 20 years.
20 years
20
in this
years
pot.
in this pot.
And I want to show everyone just how fantastic it is. Look at it right here. I'm a 6-foot male, and this is about what, 5'5"?
Yes.
So this is a great plant, and probably if it was out of the pot, it might even be bigger.
I think it might be bigger.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
and you know, a lot of these philodendrons, Sonia, they actually love to climb trees, you know?
I have them climbing trees in
Ye-
my
Exactly. So under the right condition, this could be up an oak. Who knows?
Absolutely, you can train it to do that.
Yes. So what is this?
This is a begonia as well. And this will have white flowers. It's just now beginning to bloom, but it will be full of white flowers. These are begonia odorata.
Odorata.
Uh-huh.
That means it smells bad?
No, it means it's white. Oh, I'm sorry. It's it may smell bad. Odorata, but it's
Odorata.
alpha.
Okay, but at least it has an odor.
It does.
Okay.
And there are some that are small. These are small flowers. They also have large flowers on some of the other kinds of this alba
But
begonia.
in this case, we are growing this begonia not so much for its flowers, but because of its
love the leaf.
foliage.
I love the leaf.
Yeah, it's great. Look how, can I gotta ask your permission. It's not my garden. Oh, sorry. After 20 years, I ruined it. Look at this leaf. Isn't that nice?
And look how pretty it is next to this. This is a bear claw fern.
This is a bear claw fern. Okay.
And so I love the contrast between those two plants.
Excellent, excellent. Oh, you know what I like? This is what I like. Look at this right here. Look at this very variegated. Now, what is this?
They had it marked as a Jamaican signature plant. It's a member of the Solanese family. It's a Solanese family, so it's the same thing as a tomato and an eggplant.
Exactly.
In that family.
Now, is this also what they call the Jamaican croton? Or is it not quite the same thing?
Maybe because there are beautiful, and we're out of season, but there are beautiful purple flowers that come on.
Okay, so this is an excellent plant. Look at this leaf. Isn't this something? And below it, there's another variegated plant. Do you know what this one is?
That's the flax.
This is a flax lily.
Yes, flax lily.
Yeah, okay, and there's a little bit of green showing through, but it is in essence a very nice variegated plant next to a large variegated plant.
This is a Joe Hayden begonia. Obviously, it's just coming into bloom right now. I've had this about three places before I found this place, and it loves this place.
This is nice place for it. Exactly like this. What's behind it right here? These are huge.
Then we've got the crinums behind them, and I love that because it kind of picks up the purple and the pink in that. So I've got 3 of those. I had one mother, and then I put, those are just pups sitting right there.
So
Ready to bloom.
So as we can see right here, these crinum actually produce their own what we call offspring, their pups. So they're all vegetatively produced, no need for seeds.
Absolutely.
And they do it
That's why I
themselves.
have so many crinums in my yard.
Okay, giant crinum lilies here.
Right beside this one is the acanthus, and you can see it's just
Oh,
becoming,
stuck my leg here. Yeah, thank you.
they're just becoming, you can see, here's the best bloom right
Oh yeah, look at that, look at that.
that bloom right there, and all of that will then bloom out like that.
So in other words, this whole grouping will probably flower. I can see,
Oh, absolutely.
look at this right here. See that? And here's another one, and there's a bud being formed, a flower bud. So what, in about a month or so?
Absolutely. Before the pink go away, they're just beginning, so they'll be in full blossom in a month. You know, they'll are coming in now.
And despite the danger, this foliage has an interesting cut. Look at it right here. See how that is? And so this is essentially still a simple leaf, but it has many lobes, as we can say right here. Almost a simple palmate leaf, simple pinnate leaf, so to speak. But look at all that. Very deadly.
And then behind it is the wild coffee.
Right.
It's that very low light situation, absolutely no irrigation, and all this stuff still blooms and does well.
So as you said, low light,
Right.
no irrigation, and behind these 2 exotic, behind it, we have the wild coffee. And that's a Florida native.
Yes. And beside it, we've got the beautyberry. They're out of bloom now, but I still think they're very interesting. They start out small, and then you get pretty violet flowers, and then you get the bright purple beads, I want to call them. And now they're dormant, but they're still pretty.
So this is another Florida native,
Exactly.
and this is a great thing for wildlife,
Yes,
because you
it
can
is.
see right here. Look at all this right here. This is just hundreds of berries right here.
And
See?
that's what we like too, because we have a lot of hawks and raccoons and possums. We've got a lot of wildlife right here.
So a lot of wildlife, they just
and
pick it up.
bats, and
Yes, right, right. So let's move on. Love what I see so far. Now what I notice here, you have a lot of drop-ins. This is obviously from the oak tree. And what do you do with this? Do you keep it here, or do you just
Well, actually,
bag it?
oh no, this is our mulch.
This is your mulch.
So from all throughout my garden, I gather the mulch or the leaves and put them there and use that for mulch.
Okay, so you rake it and put it right here,
I do.
and then you don't have to fertilize.
Absolutely. No, I fertilize, but I don't add additional mulch.
Okay, great.
Purple fire spike. And again, the beauty of this is if you have enough room for it, this is the first thing that blooms in the winter. It will be the first thing that blooms. And Stephen, talking about, in a yard this size, I like invasives, because you see how it goes back there? Do you see behind you?
Oh, no, we don't want to talk about that. That's a cleodendron.
No, I'm talking about, there's purple fire.
Oh, okay. I see a cleodendron here.
Oh, I have cleared in them.
Yeah, which is not which is an invasive, but here is a purple fire spike. So this is really nice right here. And of course, if this was in better condition and had these gorgeous hanging flowers right here, which it doesn't, see right here, what's this again?
Angel trumpet.
Angel trumpet tree, and it has this beautiful like angel trumpet. That's what the flowers look like. Magnificent.
It's
Yes.
resurrection here.
Right. So yeah, it needs a kick to get it going. Well, here's another shade lover right here. And what do you call this one?
Chasia.
Sanchasia?
Uh-huh.
Yes. And I like it. It's somewhat of a succulent plant. Here are the blooms right here.
There are the blooms right there. In the sun, people put this in the sun and it gets sunburned badly. But in
Yes,
a shady
it's-
condition, again, it doesn't get much water, so it's doing very well.
Right. And in the shade, you still get these this type of leaf. It's very outstanding, this variegation right here. And also, too, this is one of the cold-sensitive plant. So this should, remember, put it in an area where you're not going to get frost, which we hardly have here. And also put it in an area where there's good dapple shade or some good shade.
Yes, absolutely.
Nice plant, love it. And I've seen this as a hedge, too.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yes,
I'm sure.
yes, very nice. So, meaning if it was an hedge, that means it can actually take more light than this. So you know what? My memory's clearing up. I've seen it in sun,
I've seen it in sun too. I don't think it's as attractive as in
as in the shade. You're absolutely
Yes,
right.
yes.
So, Sonia, thank you so much for your
My
tour.
pleasure. Thanks for dropping by.
And I am going to say goodbye. And I hope you like this cut. Send your comments. Stephen Brown, Extension Service. See you later on. Thank you.